Hey friend, welcome to Prāna Fusion, a free yoga tutorial that teaches you how to upgrade your entire nervous system, make you stronger, healthier, more vibrant, so that you can maintain a happier state day to day. My name is Ethan Hill, and if you're discovering this via YouTube, I recommend you head to my website, linked in the description below. There you'll gain access to the entire free tutorial, and you'll have context for what we'll be doing in this particular video. It's called lifting. It operates on the basic assumption that not only are we physical beings with these atoms that we're made of, but we're also vibratory beings that are emitting sound. For instance, a plane cutting through the air is making a large whoosh sound. And that's because it's a vibration in motion. It's moving through atoms and therefore creating a sound wave around it. Same thing with you. Even though you can barely see it, and even if you try to completely still your body, you are always in motion. If you were to stop moving, well then, of course, you would die. Instead, no, you've got to be vibrating at all times, and that vibration, even if you can't pick it up with your ears, is making a sound. That's the first thing to understand. The second thing to understand is that your health and strength and mood are all dependent on your vibration. So if you were to even imagine a state or a past experience in which you were extremely happy, be it an event that you went to or a celebration of some sort, if you were to go into that and feel what it was like to be happy, at peace, to be loving, what you would find from the inside is that you seem to be vibrating faster, or at least that's the best way I've learned to describe it, which is to say that your frequency has increased, like you could bounce off the walls. And that, of course, is in opposition to when you're feeling absolutely depressed or angry or grief-stricken. What happens there is that you seem to be at a low. You seem to be vibrating slower. Therefore, we're learning in this practice, ever so subtly, how to increase the entire vibratory field so that we feel good more or less all the time. Or at least our baseline has increased to handle more joy and happiness. And this is where lifting takes place. We'll be heading into seated forward fold, and you can check me out on the video here. It's as simple as me sticking my legs out and dropping my head forward. You, of course, have the option to bend the knees if you want to get a little bit more into the low back, or if you have the flexibility, you can already grab your feet. You can keep those legs straight. And here we'll practice everything up until this point. So step number 1, if you'll remember, or our first rule, is called metering. And it's you figuring out where the heck in your body you are too limp. So you ping yourself by going into your forehead and asking your body this simple question, hey, where can I activate more? Where can I flex my body and get stronger? Very likely, your answer will tell you that it's in the front body in this particular pose. And that's because you're trying to reach forward, and the only way to reach forward is by the front body getting shorter. And the only way the front body gets shorter is by the muscles activating there. And how do you get the muscles to activate there? Through your brainstem, you send energy down the spinal cord, and eventually it ends up in the front side of the body, and it squeezes. And when it squeezes, more energy is moving through, and it has this radiative quality to it. Okay, so this is the combination of gridlocking and circuit breakers, where on the inhale, and you can try that with me, you notice that your belly and your abs begin to seize up. Hip flexors, chest. They begin to flex and flex and flex to the point where it almost feels good, like you're activating for the first time in a while. Good big exhale, and relax all those areas. Relax all those areas. Good. Actually drop them. Actually relax them fully. This is the key. And then try again, only squeeze a little bit harder. Inhale. Find those same areas, maybe new ones, and contract them. Send energy into them and imagine them radiating energy when you do. Hold, hold, hold. Squeeze. Control your mind. Exhale. Drop it all. Drop it all. Drop it all. On this next breath, we'll practice lifting. So inhale with me. Squeeze those parts of your body. As you're radiating, you're also going to imagine a higher pitched sound being emitted from you. So if it was a it's now a Good. Hold. Continue to sing. Exhale, let it go. Relax, relax, relax. We're going to do 2 more, only this time, as you inhale and as you squeeze, you can even imagine trying, even though it might not quite get there, to lift your legs up off the ground. That's the type of energy that we're looking for into the front body. So your quads begin to activate, your toes begin to spread. All of this, from the inside, with your eyes closed, feels as though the front body is this heat signature. And it's red and it's active and it's blowing energy out of the system. And as you do all that, as you hold, you continue to sing higher and higher notes. Notes that your ears can't actually pick up. But if that someone had a special instrument, they'd actually be able to tell that something's happening, that you're changing your own frequency. Good. Exhale, drop. Final one, I want you to give it your all, unless, of course, you've got extremely weak areas and you begin to seize up, in which case you ride that line, you continue to stay low. Inhale. Again, it's like you're trying to lift your legs off the ground. You can even drop your chin more by engaging your throat. You can try to open your forehead by making your head larger. And all this, you squeeze and you notice how now the front body has much more energy flowing through it. And because of that, it's singing at a higher note, and there's a bigger bubble around your body. Remember to continue to fit air in ever so subtly by imagining every single one of your cells increasing in dimension until you can't take it anymore, until it's too much, and you release. Head into Shavasana, lying on your back. Remember, even though the universe seems to often be static, still, like when you're looking at a rock, doesn't seem to be moving very much. All of those atoms in the rock, all of the cells in your body are vibrating or humming. Your ears, your human ears, can only make out 20 hertz to about 20,000 hertz. That's the spectrum in which it can clearly make out the different tones that exist in your environment. But this range extends indefinitely. And you can hear it, quote unquote, hear it with your third ear. Just as you have a third eye in your pineal gland, you have a third ear in there as well. And so you're listening with your entire body, not with your eardrums. You can even feel that now. All the areas that you just exercised, that you just sent energy through, you can feel them being more alive. It's like they're speaking more. Feel free to stay in this particular position as long as you need. Otherwise, you head to our final video where we'll be putting the little cherry on top. I call it the ICJ lock. I will see you there.